Hope the mic is doing good. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Whoa. Why does it feel like I'm slightly delayed? With my webcam, at least. Very quite interesting. Oh, alright. Well, welcome to part 2, guys. I'm extremely tired. I overslept. Not overslept. No, I did oversleep, but I also stayed up very late. I shaved. You can actually see my neck now. And slightly my jaw. Yeah, this is the, also this is a hoodie. This is the hoodie that I have, that I got, like, from Amazon or something. It's a bit dirty. It's fallen on the floor, and my chair has, like, rolled over it, like 3 times already. But yeah, this is that. If you look at my profile picture, this is the hoodie that I wore, and, like, kind of, like, posed to do my profile picture. I'm still not used to, like, looking at the camera and then, like, talking to you guys. I'm still not, like, used to that yet. I keep looking at the chat bar just in case someone says something. Alright, so a quick update on Doki Doki Literature Club. I haven't played after since Monday, but I did get some achievements. We are gonna try to go for the platinum, and I did read how to get some of these. So, like, write a poem for Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. I think it said in the trophy guide, because they made sure that, like, if it said spoiler, they'd blurt it out, and then if you click on it, then it would, like, reveal it to you. So I avoided those. So yeah, I learned that, like, if you want to, like, write a perfect poem for any of these guys, except for Monica, you just have to choose words that correlate to their personality, you know, to, like, what they like. So I somehow got a Sayori at the end of the last stream. I think I got Sayori to like my poem, which is why she wanted to take it home and stuff. But, like, I think I didn't get the trophy yet because of like I didn't like finish the day or something like that, you know what I mean? What else? I think, like, Monica's is, like, you'll always get a perfect poem for Monica. It's, like, at the end of, like, the story or something. Just a bunch of hidden stuff. So far, the 3 that I got is spend enough time during the poem for the music to, like, replay, change your desktop wallpaper, and change due to an administrative policy restriction on this yeah, basically, like, you just go to, like, images that's, like, in the game, because the game has, like, a simulated desktop, and all I did was you just go to images and you press triangle and it changes the background, and I put Yuri as my background, and then spend 20 minutes listening to music on the desktop. So I just literally, like, yesterday I just watched YouTube and let the the very first song, the one you're listening to right now, like, I just let this song, like, go for 20 minutes and I got the trophy. There's another one in here which is, like, to just mash to finish a poem in under, like, 20 seconds, and from what I read, you just have to, like, just mash X. So we're gonna try to get some of these trophies, but that's gonna be, like, after my first playthrough, because there is another trophy, I believe is right here, start a new game. So, like, you just have to replay again. So we're gonna try to get, like, everybody's, because apparently there's like extra stuff that isn't in the main game. So yeah, So I feel a lot better now that like I shaved. My hair is actually like decently like kept. You know what I mean? I feel about better. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. So let's load it up. Bop, 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 bop. Hint: you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Bum, bum, ba, da, ba. Let's go talk to my girl Yuri, bro. I like Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Joel. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Oh, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Freaking cursive-ish. It's cursive-ish. It's just so nicely, like, written. Alright. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. I thought that said fan. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon. In what? What is that word? An urge? Oh, okay. The raccoon, an urge. I'm gonna assume it's urge. The moon increments its phase and neglects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Parvoni. What? Conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, where you're gonna hear me like mess up a lot of my words and struggle to read, because if this girl keeps writing like this, it's gonna take a while. I thought like she was gonna like kill the raccoon, and it was gonna turn into like a horror poem. Oh, by the way, so I've mentioned to a lot of my friends, a lot of Twitch streamers that are my friends. Like one, her name is Avexis. Go check her out. Her boyfriend, and a friend that I made through the streams that my friends have had. Like he's been around. He's the one. He's also very excited for me to watch this part 2. So hey, man, if you're watching, thank you. And I hope you keep making those nice beats, bro. So far, I asked some friends on on Instagram, and I asked one of my best friends, like, like, Monica, bro, she's coming. But hey, what's up, Alex? But yeah, it's like I've asked so many people. Okay, I'm like, I was like, oh, who's your favorite girl? And I'm like, I tell them, oh, mine's Yuri, this and that. Everyone tells me they love Monica, and no one, and for spoiler sakes, they don't want to tell me why. So now I really, really want to get to the end of the game and see why everyone likes Monica. It's a mystery, bro. I wasn't expecting my best friend to like Monica. He literally told me, he's like, oh, when I first played it, or he's like, when I first watched it or whatever, I don't know how he did it. He's like, I liked Yuri as well, because I told him I liked Yuri. And he goes, I like Yuri. He's like, I like Yuri and Sayori. But eventually, once you go through the game, Monica stole my heart. And I was like, are you sure about that? Are you positive? And then I go to my friend's like Twitch stream, and I'm just like, yo, I'm really liking Yuri, bro. She's cute, this and that. And she goes, and then everybody goes, oh no. He's like, hey man, just make sure you make the right choice, because Monica's like best girl. And I'm like, it's happening again. It's happening again. It's happening again. When this game came out, everyone kept on like mentioning Monica's name, and I'm going insane. Like, why? I gotta find the answers. Let me like mute my phone. I had completely forgot that I had this on. There we go. Listen, I want to figure out why everyone says Monica's best, okay? One of the achievements is to go into the files of the game, because remember, it's like a simulated like computer. And one of the achievements of the game is to, you can go to the character files, and you can like you have the choice to delete a character file, and then there's an achievement to delete the character, to delete Monica's like file twice, and then start a game. So I want to see how to do that once I play the game once, because we're gonna go for all the trophies right here. We're gonna go for all the achievements. We're only 3 out of 19. Okay. And then we gotta get like all 100%. We gotta finish all the side stuff, which, like I said, apparently it's new to the console version. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I am very excited. Yeah, okay. Let's continue. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. I also forgot to fucking record. Yikes. Whatever. I think the stream will be okay. If not, then that's my fault. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies, if those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Joel? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. I was very embarrassed I was going through high school, not even high school, going through like middle school, grade school, middle school, high school. I was very embarrassed to mention that I liked Hello Kitty, and I really, really liked Hello Kitty, and I was always scolded like, "Oh, that's a girl's toy. That's a girl's thing. You can't like Hello Kitty." And I'm like, "Says who? It's a fun cartoon." I used to watch Bratz. I used to play with the Bratz dolls, which were my older sisters. And like we would just play together. It was all hers, but like I just enjoyed playing them. I think I really liked Jasmine. I played like a Bratz like video game for like the GameCube because my sister wanted to play it, but she couldn't beat it, so I did the whole like instead of like the big brother comes in, it's me. Like I'm the little brother that comes in and I help her beat the game. And then like I got so into the game because of like how cool it was that I ended up just replaying it by myself. I watched Monster High. I watched anime, and I was very embarrassed to mention any of this stuff. But then I just embraced it, and I said, you know what? Who cares, bro? If they make fun of me, those aren't my friends. Those are not my friends. And there are still people to this day that like are in like that I know that they're complete fucking assholes, and that they will just literally make fun of you for the smallest thing that you have. I'm not friends with them, but I'll talk to them or whatever. It sucks. People are fucking assholes. But then sometimes you find the good ones. Those are the ones to keep. Alright, let's talk to Monica. Hi again, Joelle. How's the writing going? Yeah, alright, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you could tell who's making fun of, who's like making fun of something playfully, but then there are those that like you can feel like they're going after you, man. You know, like they really feel like they just want to like embarrass the shit out of you. Like it's like, ew, you like that? What is wrong with you? Ew, and then they will always bring it up, and they have like this like idea of sharing it to every new person you meet. And it's like, dude, chill out. It's just this. There's nothing wrong with it. So, yeah. Monica. Hey, I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad? Whatever. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it, isn't it? Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Oh, Alec, I just remembered. Is my mic like how's my mic doing compared to what you're seeing? Cause I've noticed when I rewatch some of my streams, the text like you can hear me say the word before the text comes up. So like you see how like the first word is but in the video there's like a millisecond of me saying but and the word like the text hasn't even appeared yet. And I learned that you can put like a delay setting or something, and I put like 10 millisecond. So like I'm gonna do it right now. So like if I say the first word of the next text before it appeared for you, let me know. I try to see if I fixed it. Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just it's just teasing. How's that? Yeah, I say it first and then it shows up. Yeah. Here, let me see if I can. Bump. How do I? Okay, right here. If I do this. could have just typed it in. I'm an idiot. Alright. So I put it to 50. Let me see how delayed it is now. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. How's that? Bump, 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 bump. It's the same? Okay, maybe it's like more than like a few milliseconds. Okay, hold on. Let's do 200. Let's see how that happens. And you can talk to every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Ah, no, it's nothing like that. Alright, how about now? Watch it be like the setting doesn't apply until like I restart the stream. I put it to 200 milliseconds. Now it's a bit faster, but also same. Like the text is faster or my voice is slightly faster? First me and then text, okay. But it's getting closer, right? Okay, so maybe it's... Oh. Let's try 300. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. Yeah, because I watched a video on how to do it, and the guy, his setting had it, he had his at like 400. So like maybe that's where I have to go. So right now I'm on 300 millisecond delay. Okay. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway. Bum ba da bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so then I'll try 250. Yeah, we were at... Wait, you're saying we're almost there, but I was at 300 then. So maybe 400? Okay. So we'll do 400. Just keep doing that. Okay. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. How's that? That was 400. Because like the guy in the video, he has the exact same microphone that I have, which was very surprising when he said that. Alright, so we'll stay at 400. If anything, I'll keep tweaking with it. Alright, save me. Try one more time? Okay. How can I try? Okay, so I'll try to read. Okay, so this bottom part where it says the noise, it won't stop. Violet grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. I'm gonna say squeaking before I I'm gonna move down and say squeaking, and we'll see how fast I could say it. So let's do 500. All right. The noise, it won't stop. Violet warframes, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Since what? Tangent? Okay. I'll do it again, just one more time. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, something, something, squeaking, screeching, piercings. Ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-bum. Thank you for helping me, by the way. Thank you. Okay. So you think it's okay. If it's just like slightly close, that's good. Then we can just like continue. It was always a thing that bothered me though, like the most. Every time I'd go back and I watched like my Naruto thing, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm like reading things before they show up. Why is it like that's so weird? Okay. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Damn. Load me. She's talking about like a computer. Yeah, red, green, blue. Wavelengths. What the fuck? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Hahaha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Nah, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. No! Oh, I don't know how to fix that. No! What? Hi. Man, this sucks. You know what? We're gonna do 480. We're gonna go to 480. It could be my quality. I do notice it's like it's weird. Maybe. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Hey, do you want to be a moderator, Ale? You don't really have to like even be in my streams, because I know you're like always watching Lexi's like streams. Just like you want to be one whenever you do ever stop by. Pop, pop, pop. I don't even know how to even grant you that permission. How the heck do I even do that? How would I even make you a mod? Probably in settings. Manage moderation settings. Huh. Oh God, what is happening? No, stop it. Ah, what is happening? Ah, what did I do? Oh no. Refresh chat. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. I keep stalling too much. I'm so sorry, everybody who's watching this and who watches this later. At least you have a skip button. People don't do that in real life. Alright. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. I said that last stream. I said that. Monica knows. Monica's up. Monica's getting there. She's winning my favor. Not in waifu material, but as a good friend. She knows. She knows. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? She broke the fourth wall there. She broke the fourth wall there, telling me to save my game. And her poem was about computers? Is Monica a robot? Is that the secret? She's a fucking robot? What am I talking about? Hahaha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's go give it to Natsuki now. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew. What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. Facts. That is very true. If it works, it works. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Listen, I might be 5'5", but I'm pretty sure you're fucking shorter than me, and I will RKO you on all these desks behind you. Fucking dead weight. Pink-haired asshole. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Fucking, let me just fucking rip that shit up after making fun of me, fucking asshole. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy held me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks might. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I hate this girl. She's so confusing. She makes me want to like her, and then she makes me not want to like her. What the fuck is wrong with you? I agree. As long as you're not hurting anyone, it's fine. But, God, I just can't. You're so confusing. Listen, Ale. Listen. Until I find out why, I'm taking Yuri. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. I did notice there was a little bit of like a similar thing here. Yeah, she said her poem was about an unusual hobbies of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you, that people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in her poem. You just have to make sure you can not be dumb like me and be able to read her poem. Cause my god, it's a struggle to read hers. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow. For tomorrow too. So look forward to it. Oh, hey Monica. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. This about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club together. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. Alright, I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around and everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, you can't recite your poem in front of the club. How do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. My name is Monica. She clears her throat. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to appeal emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. My name is Monica. I am a robot. Beep boop bop. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. What? Holy shit. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called... After Image of Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in this structure that she initiates with perfect timing. Enunciates. I am learning a lot of words through this game. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes. Alright. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry I giggled. Sayori? It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Ah, try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best. It'll come out the best that way. I see, I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheering like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Yatta! Good job, Sayori. Even Joelle liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. That might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Joelle. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Joelle lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Why is her mouth open? Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Thank you. That was my poem. Oh look, yeah, you might hear my dog. I have no idea what she's barking at. But we must continue. My mother would probably take care of it. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Ale. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. What? Why? Bro, what the fuck? What? Like, really? Why? What the fuck? I swear to God, like, I don't understand why my mom feels because I don't know if you guys hear it. I don't know how like it picks up, but I hate how like people tend to stand right next to my door and they have a full-on conversation super loud. Like, why can't you just go to the living room? Why can't you go into your room? Why can't you go, like, why do you have to stand in front of the door? My door is closed and locked, by the way, so it's like the walls in my apartment are not very thick. They're very thin. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me feel really happy. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. If this was me, I'd probably hang out with Yuri and like, yeah, take her out for like a coffee or something, and like make her like happy and not nervous. I'd be like, listen, just think like you're reading it to me. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well... how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay. Joel, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? I'd say yes. You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Fuck! I wasn't expecting them to actually have me respond. Oh, shit! How does she know I like Yuri? What the fuck? Oh, this fucking game. I don't know if this is like set up like this, but what the fuck? Holy shit. What the heck? Alright. Okay. I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard is it for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? Yes, she is. That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Gomen. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Damn. Bro, I got hit. Oh, okay, so we gotta do this. Trophy. I have no idea what words I chose. So let's see where we go. I think I saw like depression in there at one point. So yeah. Aw, man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry. I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you, and I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we got to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon-ika. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in I bet that's a joke in Japanese. Or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck does what does Monica even like. I don't know. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori? I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, and with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Why? Monica just came in. Ask the people who were there. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Joelle, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Excuse me. Anything up with her? What way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm always friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just has a hard time. Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Joelle. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Joelle. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? Man, don't make me feel guilty about this shit. I like Yuri. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. What? Whatever. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Dun. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. Wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? You know, we did Yuri the last time. We did Sayori last time. So let's start with Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyways. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No! Gross! Shigao! Not even know that's how you pronounce it. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me anyway? That's, it's not like you would actually do it. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Oh, no, that was me. Was that me? Oh, yeah. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Okay. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So, you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have both. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too, making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's talk to Sayori. Let's see how she's doing. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Joelle. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Huh? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Yo, alright. Sayori is really cute though when she does this like worried face. Like she just got caught or something. It's pretty cute. Do you wanna nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Joelle, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki's, but in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why'd the music stop? Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, what did I miss? Wait, what? Why is she like, I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Joelle, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki, but in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Joelle, I don't deserve this. Alright, I guess I accidentally wrote a poem about Sayori. Let's go. Aw, she's like tearing up a bit. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori! Glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Joelle. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Aww. 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 My fucking heart. Aww. That was cute. Oh man, that's. Oh man. Yo, okay. Hi, Joelle. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Ah, it's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me. About how Sayori's been a little bit off today? Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, Joel, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? No. Been trying to flirt with Yuri. But of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Oh, I just realized. Wait, did I not? Oh, I didn't read her poem. Right? Did I not read Sayori's poem? Oh, I don't think I did. Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. There we go. It's like more brighter. Oh, jeez. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. You know, I feel like learning. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote. That's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. What the fuck? I'm looking up this word. I'm sorry. I have to look up what this word means. Paradoxical. What the fuck? I mean, I know like it has something to do with like paradox, but I want to know what paradoxical. It's an adjective that describes a paradox, something with two meanings that don't make sense together. It's Greek roots. Okay. Contrary opinion. And when two opinions collide in one statement or action, that's a paradox. Paradoxical. Huh. I gotta figure out how to pronounce that. In a way, it's almost a paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? Actually, no. Wait, there we go. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. I actually was questioning why she said two-dimensional creatures. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid of it? It's not that good. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, the only person left is Yuri. Well done, Joel. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Joel? What? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself? In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to some sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Alright. Fucking... Let's try my best. Watch it be like one word. Nope. It's not one word. Alright. Beach. What the fuck? Oh wait, no, then yeah, she told Natsuki like they wanted to have like the same topic or something. Okay. Alright. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy... tendrils? By the foamy tendrils, turn back, and abandon my peace to enroad at the shore. Drift forward. Is that drift forward? Yeah, drift forward, and I to earth. What? Forevermore. Oh, and I return to earth forevermore. Jesus Christ. I cannot read her thing. I love how I can read therapeutic, but I can't read return. heard that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyways, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I can agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is this me or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling so well, and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That's that curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri, but anyway, that just leaves you, Joel, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could also help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Monica's suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Joel may not like to be around if you're only making him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyways? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Joel too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Joel to decide he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Joel, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, everybody looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Oh, I have the choice. Whoa, what the fuck? I have the choice to be with Sayori for the weekend. Ugh, but I feel bad though. Oh shit, dude, I feel bad because like Sayori's not feeling very good. Sayori's not feeling very great right now. I feel like she kind of needs me to be there for her. You know? Feels like she kind of needs me to be there. But I really want to hang out with Yuri though. Shit. Damn it. I don't like Natsuki. I don't really care too much about Monica. But like, Yuri or Sayori, I want to get closer to Yuri, but Sayori's having a tough time right now. It's okay. I'll probably see Sayori like after school. You know what I mean? Like I'll probably go visit her. So let me hang out with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be more useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Joel? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Joel? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everybody yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Joel picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki is the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of it. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Yes! We got her numbers, boys! We got her number! Let's go! Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Yeah, it's pretty clean. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Joel. I think that will make a very productive team, even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out what you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Hell yeah, boy. Oh, what? We don't get to, like, check on... Oh, shit. Yo, we didn't check on... We didn't get to check on Sayori. Yo, what the fuck, dude? I was, like, hoping that, like, maybe we were gonna go and check out, like, talk to her. Maybe she's, like, outside her house or waiting for me or something. Damn, what the oh, now I feel bad. Oh, what the hell, dude? Oh, I feel terrible. Oh, shit. It's already Sunday. Oh, let me save. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit, but it's just a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. Score. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? Fuck! I feel terrible now. Yes! Yes! Okay. Woo! I was like, what the why didn't I go visit her? Okay, thank you. I feel slightly better now. Oh, I really hope she's okay. She's like, I hope she's not like depressed or anything. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Joel. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Aw, she looks so cute in like a different outfit. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. No, It's alright. Yeah, I like her room though. It's pretty cute. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she'd had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayuri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. What about you? Are you going to help? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayuri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Joelle. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Joelle. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Joelle? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why don't you think I'm late? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. Bro, I got like chills on my back right now, bro. I got goosebumps. I am in shock. Damn. I have a lot of friends that actually have depression. And they've gone through this. I guess I've had a little taste here and there. There's been days where I just don't want to like get out of bed because I feel like life is pointless and what's the meaning to anything? But then when I see that like I have meaningful conversations and I have so much fun and I meet new people and then when I like show up to school all like mopey or whatever and their eyes light up when they see me and like the first thing they do when I walk into that classroom in college or whatever and they go, "Oh, Joelle," I was just like, it really changed my mind. Like it makes me realize like there are people out there that really do care about you. Life isn't pointless. It may be hard, you may be struggling, but just know that you're a reason some people's life is happy or happier. You may not know it, you may not realize it, and you may have some asshole people that are like telling you that you're worthless and that you're shit. But always realize there is someone out there. Even if you haven't met them yet, there will be one person out there. And the like, what is it, 9 billion people, 9 billion, right? It's like 9 billion people on Earth. There's gonna be one person out there that truly, truly likes you. Not in like in a relation, in an intimate way. Maybe, I mean, who knows? Actually, maybe they do. But the point I'm trying to get to is your life matters. Alright? It matters to someone. Even if you don't see it. It does. Stay strong. Keep fighting. Don't let yourself get too down in the dumps. Just keep getting back up. Keep trying. Someone will come. And if no one comes, someone will come. And also, make sure you love yourself first. Because if you can't love yourself, you know, like, then you're just like hurting yourself, you know. I suck at making speeches. I suck at like being inspirational and stuff like that. But I always try my best. I can't even figure out, we're gonna like continue reading now. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Yeah. My best friend, he told me eventually one day that he was actually about to kill himself. And when he told me about this, we were like, we had already graduated or something, I think. Yeah, it was like 12th grade, or it was like we had already graduated. And he told me, like, you know, one day, like, we were like reading something, and he's like, Joel, I really appreciate you being my friend and everything. And I was like, yeah? Why is all this all of a sudden? Like, where's this coming from? He goes, yeah, you know, I almost killed myself. And I was like, what? When did this happen? He's like, oh, it happened like in middle school or something like that. I really hated myself. I hated my body. I hated everything, and I just couldn't. I had depression, and I just couldn't. I was about to like take pills, and I was about to kill myself. And I was like, what? And this is the first time I'm hearing all about this. Why didn't you come to me for help, dude? He's like, that's the thing. You did help me. Because you're such a great friend, you always see things in such a nice, happy way, even in times when you're like something is terribly happening to you. Life is shit for you. You always come out with a smile, and you just go, oh well, and you move on, and you keep going. Because of you, you inspire me to be like that, and to fix myself. And I was like, dude, if this ever happens again, because depression can always come back. It's a serious thing. Sometimes for some people it's not, like, it's an actual like thing that they get a lot. You don't plan, to have depression. It just comes. It just happens. But I told them, like, hey, if that ever comes back, if this ever happens again, please talk to me. Alright? I want to help as much as I can. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Joel. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feeling at all, Sayori. but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Joel, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish and I was pushed by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Joel. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Joel. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please, don't do this. Joel, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Joel. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. And as she does so, I let go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. I would have wiped her eyes for her. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Bro, you guys can't see it. Bro, I got like a tear coming down like my eye right now, bro. That was the most sweetest thing to happen. I was really, you saw it. I was mad that almost did not happen. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling unease, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Damn. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri! Thank goodness. You're a little early? I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyways, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Damn, my room looking nice. Yo, I kinda need a room. I need a thing like that. I took a screenshot. I'm gonna look for these things. I want like a kind of like a bed like that. I want a like a cabinet like that where I can put my TV, my books and stuff. Ooh man, that looks fucking nice. I need something like that. What? Like a cupboard? Whatever it is. Damn, that actually, fuck, my room in this game looks fucking awesome. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them waiting more, or wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. Kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have some things in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? I know you can make it in Subnautica below zero, but that's about it. I think it's like titanium and quartz, whatever. Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a tiny ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavenly. Do you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase your origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper into the ribbons to create a doorway a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Aww. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Joelle. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It's really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. Huh. So, like, I have, like, 3 female friends that are into knives. I'm also into knives. And swords. Anytime I'm gonna make a sandwich, what I like to do is, where's, here. My little side of this, right? When I'm making a sandwich, what I like to do is, like I grab it, and then I twirl it in, like, my hands. Oh, shit. Oh, snap. I'm sorry. Sorry if I hit the mic or something. Where'd it go? Yeah, so it's like, so I like twirling it, and then, like, when I get the knife to, like, let's say this part, I mean, you can't really see it, but, like, let's say this part is the knife part, I'll twirl it, and then when I get to here, I'll then, like, grab it, and then I'll, like, dunk straight into the sandwich, and then the knife would just be, like, standing there. I love, like, playing with knives and stuff. I just found out that you can buy like doll play knives that you can, like, spin around and stuff, and, like, since it's doll and it's, like, basically to practice, you could just, like, twirl it and play with it as much as you want. You won't, like, hurt yourself or anybody else, like how, like, it just flew. So yeah. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. Good. Do you know how many people don't know that? People always hand you the knife in different ways, but they never hand you with, like, the handle going towards you. They never do that, and it always bothers me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Joelle, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I was thinking about that in my head. Bro. I'm like, if she puts my finger in her mouth, whoo, Ooh. Yo, I really like Yuri, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yuri. Oh my lord. She literally just put my finger in her mouth and she just sucking it like. She just went like. Yo, Yuri, my girl. Yuri. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Oh, it's getting a bit saucy in here. Ooh. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, but please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're reacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this from the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a silly thing to do, but I'll do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Yo! Oh, shit! Joelle, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Huh. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Joelle. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. That whole interaction right there really put a smile on my face, bro. That was awesome. That was fantastic. That really caught me off by surprise. Woo! I've never had that happen in a fucking in any light novels I've fucking read or played. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them on our side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. I really like her outfit too. Oh, excuse me. I'm quite like gassy because of like my G Fuel. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do that. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. By the way, she 1000% stole my heart when she licked my finger. That's it. She's 100% in the, like, we're going for her. We are going to try to like romance her. I don't even think try is like the proper, like, I don't even think I have to try. It'll fucking. Oh, it's just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Oh, my back. I got like itchy. Because I shaved sometimes. I shaved and I took a shower, but like that didn't work. And it's like. I still got like. I guess like bits of my beard just like around here, I guess. It's like really itchy. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So I thought we'd do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. I love how my character has like always like 1 or 2 words to like as a response. I mean, listen, this is me, right? The guy that always just goes, nice. Let me tell you, I found out how to, I really want to like, now I really want to get up to like, I want to try to get affiliated now. Not for the donations or anything, but because I want to add emotes. Like, I learned if you want to have emotes, you have to be affiliated. And I really want to draw my own emotes. So like, I want to make an emote of myself just saying nice, since I say that a lot. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if that's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Yes! This game, she understands me. She is the one. Bro, I always explain this to people. I don't care about going out. I don't care about going on like long walks or anything. Or I don't care about like going to like amusement parks. I don't care about going to Orlando, Disney World. I don't care about any of that. As long as like I'm hanging out with you, with specifically that one person, you know, if I text him like, hey, want to hang out? As long as I get to hang out with you, the person that I want to hang out with, that's all that matters. I can literally just go to your house. We can spend like almost the whole day in your room. You're just watching like Disney Plus or Netflix, whatever, and I'm just there like going through my phone or reading a book or whatever. As long as we're there, you know, as long as I'm there, we're like with you, bro, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying life. That's really what it is. I don't care what we do. I'm there to hang out with you. All right, I'm there. I like that stuff. I always want people to come over and like just chill out with me, you know, like just chill out, like just like sit on my bed, you know, just like they can like read my manga or watch me play, or we can like play games. I have so many 2-player games and I have nobody that comes over. Sucks. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Yes! This game knows. Oh, yes. This game. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. I present to you guys my new wife. My waifu. I would give her a kiss on the forehead. I would clean her up and kiss her in the forehead where like I hit her, and then she'd blush even more. Here, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retrace my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer? It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is this the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. I hate my character. He should have kissed her. He should have kissed her. She would have been okay with it. She fucking licked my finger. It's okay. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that looks like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, that's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more of us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh, Jesus Christ. No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So? I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. I sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that didn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot, you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Joel. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Yo, she's so close. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Joel. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Joel. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Damn it! I got cock blocked. Sayori Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her? It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Was my window open? Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Joel. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with my big selfishness. Moniko's right. I should just... Moniko's right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden you mind. What? Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Joel. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Joel, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel, and that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. You'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monaco told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise. I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know better than anyone, Joel. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smiles finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face. Listen, just because she's being depressed and she has feelings for me doesn't make me that shouldn't force me to like her, you know, that shouldn't force me to like go out with her and say that I love you. You know what I mean? Because then it's like I'm just doing that to make sure that she feels better of herself. So I'd rather be truthful and be like, listen, you're a really good friend, and I'm here to help you. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I planted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Joelle, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classrooms. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder? I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Joelle. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her. If you exchanged with her yesterday, I kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But the stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? So she did confess. Alright, so yeah, it was straight up a confession. Okay. Just need a little bit of like reassuring, you know? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. Listen, I'm not gonna say yes to a confession if just to make you feel better. You know. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this was definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an utmost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percent. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. This is kind of a weird poem. It's a very interesting one. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Joelle? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. And that's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Line 307s. What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. She fucking hanged herself. She hung herself. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. Told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of her relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do bring her back. This is some game where I can rest, where I can reset and try something different. I had only one choice. I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. That's it? That's the first and Why do I have a feeling that when... Why do I have a feeling when Sayori mentioned that Monica told her to go do something? Why do I feel that Monica told her to go kill herself? I knew that poem sounded very sketchy. What the fuck? Wow. Well, that's they don't sound like. And the fact that she's corrupted right now with a picture of Monica. Oh yeah, you get an achievement if you do this, by the way. So it's like exit, right? You hit no. Oh, there you go. Oh, and the new game is corrupted. All right, but oh my god, my dog. Do I have any more pictures? I have this. Finish the poem game in 20 seconds or less. Still like more. She straight up killed herself. All the poems that we've received. Write a poem for Sayori. Well, I didn't get the achievement to write a poem for her though. Oh, a perfect poem. So I have to choose every word that's about her. Okay. There she is again, cute, everything. Oh my god. Oh, that's nice. They should make an anime. They should really make an anime of this. Like maybe like the first or like every character gets like 2 episodes. You know what I mean? And then then it starts getting like fucked up and shit. Like close to the end of like the season. Oh, that's how it's drawn. Nice. Oh my god, their heads are so big. What the fuck? Nice to see that I also have like when I first draw characters, it's like that. Wait, review the file poem words text for any anomalies. File poem words. Wait, what? Wait, poem words? Does it mean poems? Sayori's first poem. It was to glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Acquisition procedure. Well, what's this one? Acquisition procedure. Review the file, poem, words, text for any anomalies. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, wait. Can I play the music? Daijoubu. It's called Sayonara. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Oh yeah, you can play the music. Files. Reset. Traceback, Commander Quantum Server build, VM runtime build, container title, Doki Doki Literature Club, uncaught, file, game script, call, Python. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Aha, well here goes nothing. Jump exception occurred. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I could probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Traceback text. I don't want to open this. Oh, unable to open reset. Elevated access permissions are required to perform. Okay. It's my computer, which is weird. Happy Thoughts PNG. Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Oh shit. It's like one of those cursed images. Is this supposed to be Sayori? Cause she has the ribbon? What the fuck? Attributions. Font license. Noto-san. Copyright. Cuisine. Copyright. Alfredo. Marco. Alfredo. Blah blah blah. Copyright. This font is released under Creative Copyright. Internal. Insecure directory. This is a scratch disk. Do not use it to store sensitive or permanent things. If you need access to files from the encrypted file share, copy them to your disposable drive and plug in directly into this client. Do not copy them here. Ria is working on setting up a proxy mail server so we can have proper remote communications without having to worry about the higher-ups. Keep everything offline until then, Paula. Backup. Test. File copy test from disposable drive to the thin client. Meeting notes. Updated development timeline. New task. Test ceases for generic model. Server times made. Data migration. Encrypted file share Monday. Ideas for data search size visual persistent meeting over time. There's a lot in here. Unable to open that. Can't open that. Can't open that. Oh. Access keys found so far from tower rotation. Key pair 1. Gear. 240. Clock time. 221. A 3-digit number combination somewhere. Key pair 2. Boat. Key pair 3. Spaceship. Key pair 4. 221. 240. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Two, 1. Project plan. Unable to open this. Probably because it'd be like 240. I mean, I don't stream at 2 o'clock, so we're just gonna do this. Oh, that's not the time. I'm an idiot. What month is it? May, June, July. Okay. Two, 1. Oh. Hey, stonks. High-level overview. Create human-readable version of Fabric benchmark results, suggesting we live in a simulated universe. Emulate Fabric benchmark results in a virtualized environment. Build parameters for generic interactions. A custom elevated access level for one or more entities. Iterate until simulation is stable for target time threshold. This is our small-scale simulated universe. Observe effects of elevated access knowledge of simulation. Collect record data. Pinch findings to upper management of a profitable venture. No, do not go through Barry. Go straight upper management. Get promoted. Jobs saved. Possible team members. Row has most knowledge access to Camber. Ravy second to row. Lib fix naming scheme conflict with lib folder. I've sure why not others. Current project, small scale, future project, medium scale simulation. Literature equals project of text assets uses. 4 entities. Characters. Small physical space, sufficient for server and generic iteration. Highly elevated access permission creates very stable connections window for data collection and exchange for. So entities are considered characters. Okay. Game. My saves. Oh, let me change back the time. Set using the internet. Set now. There we go. Audio, fonts, images, poem words. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? Oh, these tell you like. Oh, I see. So these tell you which ones are like best, like which ones that she likes the most. So happiness is a 3, sadness is a 3, death is a 3, tragedy is a 3, alone is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Okay. Wow. Natsuki's all about like cute stuff. Sayori's all about like death and vacation broken. Oh yikes. Determination, suicide. Ew. Oh, she's not a fan of suicide that much. She's like a 2. Determination is 1. Wow. A lot of Yuri's fucking thing is like. Wait. Yuri's words. Natsuki's words. Sayori's. There's no Monika's. Well, I mean, I know you get the achievement for like. I think if you like you keep playing or something, you come across like you like Monika's will always, because it's like what's it called? Like I said, I mentioned for this achievement, so I guess like that helps you out to get these. And I like I said, I read where like how to get Monika's, which is just keep playing the game and eventually you'll make a perfect one for Monika, and you don't have to like go out of your way to like do anything special. Whereas like these, you have to choose the right words. Okay. That's it. Is there any internal? Oh, this was the thing that I did. Characters. Interesting. Yuri, Natsuki. Oh my god. Sayori was deleted. She's not in here. Why does Monika have like more? 134, 44, 30. This still is, it's a big yikes. What the fuck, dude? Okay. Well, that's it for today. We're gonna, there's a side story. Part 1, understanding. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in Doki Doki Literature Club. Dude, she fucking killed herself. What the fuck? Oh wait, what happens if I go back in the game? She's still corrupted. It's not just Monica that's on there. Yeah, it's like everybody. Yeah, it's mostly like, it looks like it's mostly Monica. But yeah, you have like Sayori there in the back. You got Sayori. You have yeah, you have Yuri and Natsuki. Yikes, my guy. Yikes. All right, well, we're gonna continue this tomorrow, hopefully. If let me not like promise anything. We're gonna continue this. If it's tomorrow, I don't know. But if it's not tomorrow, then it'll be the next day for sure. Because I'm gonna be changing things in my room, because basically the Wi-Fi is like in the middle of the house. So this wall that's in front of me is the furthest wall away from the living room. So it's like, if I move my PC or my PlayStation slightly away, like even like slightly even more to the right, like further away from the living room, the signal strength of the Wi-Fi drops tremendously. It goes from like 90% to like 60% strength. So I'm gonna flip it around. I'm basically gonna move my whole setup to over there, and then I'm gonna just move my bed to like over here. And you might be able to see my figurines. I have like figurines, like statues and stuff of like anime characters like over here. So I'm gonna try and do that, because if it's close over there, then it's like the signal strength should be like perfect. It should be like 95% strength or 100, because it's like literally right next to the internet. Like that way is way closer to the living room, and the Wi-Fi router is like right there. It's basically, you open the door, you take like 4 steps, right? And it, like the Wi-Fi router is like right there. So it's like, I'm gonna like try and change my room a bit. And I get very lazy, so if I don't get to that, who knows? That's why I say I'm not gonna make any promises. So just make sure you follow so that you get notified when I do go live. Also follow me on Twitter. The link should be around somewhere in my about. So you guys know when I'm live, because I'm still very unpredictable with my timing and schedules. I stream from Monday to Fridays, and sometimes on weekends. Only if like some shit happens where like maybe I'm bored, or a stream went wrong or something, you know, and I just want to like not like, I don't want to have you guys wait until like the next week of like Monday, you know. So yeah, bro, that was pretty fucked up. I was not expecting her to like kill herself. Like, okay, so here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know that she kills herself. I knew about that. But I didn't think that she was gonna do it in my playthrough. I thought that was like, if you like completely ignored her, or if you were like an asshole to her or some shit, she like fucking kills herself. And I thought I was being pretty good with her, you know. I went to her house, I like cheered her up. I told her like, yo, I'm like, you know, we're gonna be really good friends. I wrote like 2 poems for her somehow, and she really liked it. She wanted to take it home and everything, and I was like, okay, we're doing pretty good, you know. I'm just like, I guess she's not gonna die. Nope, not at all. What happened? She fucking killed herself. And I think Monica pushed her. I think Monica told her to kill herself. I think she did. Because there was that little hint, right, where like Monica, where Sayori says, "Man, I can't believe that Monica told me to something," right? And then we questioned it, and she just ignored it. She was like, "Oh, never mind, don't worry about it." I think she told her to kill herself. No one better touch my Yuri. All right. Nobody better touch my fucking Yuri. Alright. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Let's see if we can raid somebody. Let me see. How does this work? Thing is, I don't know how to raid somebody, and then like my audio gets fucked up. hold on. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Let's see who's on. Oh, okay, nobody's on right now. Alright, okay. I'm still like, I'm still a little shy to like raid like new people. That like I don't really know. Especially with like not that many people. But yeah. Dude, I really want to continue this, so like I said, follow and you guys get notified when I go live, so you guys don't like, so you guys don't miss out. All right, see you later, guys. Thank you for stopping by and or watching, especially for people that like to watch it later and not live. Thank you, and see you next time. I'm very excited to see what happens.